All right. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're having an awesome Monday so far. I hope you're excited about what you get up and get to do today. I'm Jeff Gargas with the Teach Better team. I got my buddy Dave Schmittou here with me. We got some really exciting news, something really cool to announce and talk about this morning. So we're going to do that in just a second. All right. What's up, Dave? How are you doing, buddy?
Dude, I am excited this morning. I feel like I'm kind of fanboying out right now. You know, I just get to hang out and hear some breaking news and hear some cool stuff and learn what's going on behind the scenes. I'm excited. This is a great way to start the week.
You're fanboying out. I got to hang out with you this morning.
Well,
normally I have to wait.
I just set you up for that, man.
Normally I got to get through Monday and Tuesday to get to Wednesday to hang out, but I get you.
Ooh.
You know, we're hanging out today, so that's a plus.
And that's right. And I've got a drink in hand though too. It's coffee. It's coffee, but yeah,
we're good. I got my coffee. Although normally we get to hang out on Tuesdays during the mastermind as well, so that's going to be going on as well. So that's happening on Tuesdays and stuff. So if you are joining us this morning, let us know where you're at. I'd love to see. I think I saw one of our West Coast friends jump in, which means it's super early for them, which is always fun. But if you're watching right now, let us know where you're at. Not only where you're at, like geographically, but also where you're watching. You're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube. We're not doing anything exclusive. You don't have to be on YouTube today. You had to be last week, which was fun. By the way,
that was pretty cool. Yeah. Which reminds me, I got to put Buckeye in the mail today.
You gotta get, yeah, you need to. If you've never been joined Dave and I for our brain breaks on Wednesday, we started giving a lot of stuff away. But this past Wednesday, we made you had to be on YouTube to win one of the items. So, good morning, Livia. This is Livia, Vancouver.
We were her alarm clock this morning. You know that she heard the Teach Better music in the background. Said, "Oh my gosh, I need to get up."
She just had the page on the whole time just in case. So anyway, good to see you. Jeff Prickett's in the house. What's up, sir? Good to see you. Not quite as late or early for him, but earlier than it is for us. So
he's already put 10 miles on his feet.
He's probably no kidding. He's already been out running and stuff like that. So, anyway, so we want to come live this morning because you're going to start seeing it now pop up on social media because we're just starting today to talk about it, and it's coming really, really soon. Good morning, Jillian. Good to see you. Some more Canada love. I love it.
Love that.
And Galesburg in the house. Jody, good to see you. So she's on Facebook. I see Jillian's on Twitter. So I love it. Is anybody on YouTube? It'd be great if there's a YouTube person on here right now. So what we talked, we this was something that we announced that was coming back in July at our July 14th networking party that we did, digital networking or virtual networking.
Mm-hmm.
We announced that this was coming. It was one of 4 things that we were talking about doing. I don't remember what the 4 things are at this point, but I do remember that this was one of them. And that is today is the official launch. Like we're launching and it's now open for, you can sign up for now our Teach Better Connected Coaching series.
So good. So excited, man.
So I need like a cue the applause. Okay. So we're super excited about that. So Connected Coaching is launching today. You're going to start seeing it. I was talking about, you go to teachbetter.com/connected coaching or /coaching. I think either one works. And what this is a response to a lot of our audience, a lot of people, a lot of you watching, a lot of people have been talking to us over the last year or so, asking for more ways to connect, more ways to connect a little more in depth, more ways to get a little more personalized, a little more one-on-one time, things of that nature. And this came actually out of, I'm not gonna lie, this came out of a team meeting that I wasn't even at. I took my family.
The best ideas normally do, man.
They normally do. I took my family out down, in June to kind of get away and be like socially distanced down at the beach instead. And Ray and Chad got together with the entire team. They talked about the unfortunate truth of having to cancel the 2020 conference, and but we need, what else can we do for our community? What else can we do for our audience? They start talking about how these different conversations and people asking for more of this and more one-on-one and more of these little smaller tight-knit communities and things like that. And the team together with Ray and Chad leading it created this idea. And I got back and they're like, hey, we had this idea. This is what's happening. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So they just kind of rolled with it. They put it all together and it was good. Good morning, Aaron. Congratulations to Aaron. Just got married. was that last weekend? When did I see that? Very, very recently. So Erin, awesome to see you. I'm still getting used to the new name because I don't always recognize it, but congratulations to you. It was awesome. Zafakar, good to see you, man. You're we're talking, he's over in the other side of the world right now. So good morning.
It could be Thursday probably, where he is, man.
I think it's, I think he's ahead enough where it's tomorrow sometime. So happy Tuesday to you, my friend. It's great to see you. Adam's on here. Adam just was on the Aspire to Lead podcast with it's a co series with Sarah Johnson and Joshua Stamper, and great episode. Adam brought some really good challenges to them. I thought the advice that was given by Sarah and Josh was just incredible. So it was a lot of fun. So what
that's
they
like
do?
A perfect segue, man.
Yeah, it does. Because you're right. It's a great segue. Into this. So what is the connected coaching? It's essentially what we created is 3 tiers of coaching opportunities for people. And tier 1 is what we're calling advisory groups. And this is just a once a month group that's going to get together. And it's a 6-month commitment of getting together with this group. We're going to keep them around 20 or fewer. They may be really small. They may be, closer to the 20 mark, but it's going to be a 6-month process or a 6-month commitment of this to this family, to this group, right? And it's going to be fairly broad range. It's going to be sort of in a way similar to our mastermind, how it's kind of open. There's no necessarily specific target or topic or theme to things. It's more based on the group's needs as it go. And the one that we're kicking off, that's going to be facilitated by Ray Hewitt for the first kickoff here. And that one is this particular one is going to meet on Sundays once a month at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. That's going to start on Sunday, November 22nd, and go for 6 months. So you're going to get that. It's kind of finish off your first half of the year, right? Get into the holiday break and then go into the first part of the year.
And that is the best way to have some New Year's resolutions. Actually, take some root. That's amazing.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what a great way then to
be Ray holding you accountable. There's no way you're failing.
Well, speaking of, because Ray just doesn't work enough. She only puts in like 3,000 hours with us, so she thought she maybe find some more time. Outside of the fact that she also teaches full time and still puts in like 3,000 hours with us every week. She's also running our tier 2 offer. So the tier 2 is what we call educator cohorts, and this is a 3-month commitment, but a smaller group, 5 to 10 educators that are going to meet once a week. So this is a weekly group, and it's very specific. So it's going to be focused on a very specific thing. This one, not super surprisingly, is actually focused on the grid method. It's one of the most common things that we train on, one of the most things that we get the most common questions on, and this has been really, really asked for again and again and again. This is probably best for people who are at least somewhat into the grid method, maybe not necessarily running it, but maybe you've at least like taken like the free course or been an introduction or starting to dabble with it and want to get into it. This is really good for anybody who's actually already running the grid method, whether successfully or still figuring it out in your classroom, to really dive in. But this could still also work with someone who's never tried it at all, but I would recommend maybe at least taking the course prior to getting into this.
So just for my own clarity, if someone were on Team Ray, hypothetically, and they were just looking for an excuse to hang out with Ray as much as possible, they could sign up for level 1 and level 2, tier 1, tier 2, and they could meet with her once a month and then also come get some grid support.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay, I'm just saying.
You could totally do that. I think the level 2, tier 2 would definitely be the way to go for that, because you're going to get every single week.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously there's follow-up, there's resources, there's a lot of communication going on in between there as well. So there's a lot of option there as well. And then tier 3 is that one-on-one personalized coaching. So this is, you get your one-on-one, your personal coach who is going to work with you on whatever goals are specific to you as an individual. So this could be like wanting to be a better leader. This could be wanting to be better at assessment, wanting to be better at SEL and whole child framework, wanting to start something on the side if you want to coach with me. Right. So there's a lot of different options for you, but it's all based on you. So the way this is going to work is this is a 3-month commitment. As far as the time, it's really going to be personalized to you, between you and your coach, whether you're meeting formally once a week, once every other week, whatever it might be, figuring out what your individual preferences for types of accountability and communication, everything like that as well. So that tier 3 is really, really personalized to you. The way that'll work is if you're interested in doing that, there's a discovery call to make sure that the team's the right fit for you, that you're the right fit for the team, figure out who the best coach is for you. And then you've got that. It's a 3-month commitment. Obviously, we hope you go long beyond 3 months. And any of these you can always continue, right? So we have like there's 6 months, 3 months, and 3 months, but you can go much longer than that. So we have 3 tiers. So tier 1, advisory group, once a month, a little broader, right? A little more, I don't want to say laid back, but a little more relaxed, like, because we're never going to be like not relaxed, right? Like that's just our role, but that a little broader, right? Tier 2, once a week, a little more focused and on a specific topic. That doesn't mean that those cohorts aren't going to touch on a lot of other things. If you think about the grid method, utilizing the grid method, you're meeting about that, like you're going to talk about a lot of different things in there, right? And then tier 3, one-on-one, personalized, individualized coaching, customized to fit whatever your personal needs are. I'm super excited about the fact that we've already got a couple of the tier 3 folks in that didn't even realize we were launching this and asked us anyway prior to, so it worked out really nicely. So that's already going. We're starting to work out those systems and stuff. But I'm super excited about this because we're always looking for ways that we can offer a little more in depth for the people that really want to take that next step, right? Yeah. This is for people who are looking to take sort of the next level step with the team, not necessarily for someone who's just getting to know us and doesn't. We have a lot of other stuff that you can utilize for that, right? This is for the people who say, hey, I want a little more time with the team, a little more in depth. I want to really get connected with a specific family and community, and that's what these are building. So
that's kind of where I was going to go with my next question, because for the people watching, I mean, I don't know much more than what you just shared with the group.
Neither do I.
So it's super exciting. I'm wondering, there are probably some people watching or listening to this who are saying, man, I've been looking just for that next opportunity to connect with the team, because that's what it's all about. It's about connecting with people. It's what you guys do best. It's what you are. It's your identity. But they don't necessarily know what that thing is that they need. They just know they want to get better. They buy into that mindset, but they're not quite sure what it looks like or where to go. Do they need to look in the mirror and do some self-reflection first before they reach out to you guys and connect, or does that happen in that conversation?
I really think they should. So I want to be really transparent about it. This is all paid stuff, right? And that's why I'm saying this is that deeper dive. This is that I want that next step, right? We have a lot of other stuff that we want you to go utilize and do and connect with us that doesn't cost you a dime. This is for that next step and that next dive in. So I really think there has to be some self-reflection. Okay, like, do I really want this? Is this worth my time and my energy and a little bit of money for me to do this? And if you find that you're in a spot that you're trying to take that next level of growth, then yeah, this makes sense. Obviously, as you get into the deep one, you're looking at a weekly commitment, right? The time commitment on the advisory, not a massive time commitment. Once a month, that's not that hard to carve out. Once a week becomes a thing, right? Like you got to commit to that. You got to be into that. There's going to be accountability. There's going to be a lot of talking. There's going to be communication going on between that. So that takes a little bit, definitely some self-reflection. Figure out, am I there yet? Am I at the spot where this makes sense for me? And I'm going to commit to this for 3 months. The personalized coaching definitely takes a lot of self-reflection. We're going to do that in the discovery call too, and make sure that we've had that reflection to make sure it not only is the right fit for you, but also who is the right fit for you to get you where you need to go. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be the first person to say, hey, I don't think this makes sense for you right now, because I don't want, it doesn't do us any good to have someone commit to and pay for something for 3 months if it's not the right fit for them. Right. So that's the point of that discovery call, really, is to make sure, is this really what you need? Because maybe you think you need that, but you really just need a tier 2, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you just need to be a little more involved in the community in general, doing the things that we do every day. So I really do think there is a lot of self-reflection that has to go into something like this, because you are committed, you're making a commitment, both financially and time-wise, and mentally. So definitely some reflection on this. Like I said, this is for those people who really want to get just a little more out of the team, a little more out of the community, and want to take that next step. So.
And you mentioned that in part of that discovery call, you'll discuss who might be a good fit. You mentioned Ray for the first 2 tiers. What are some of the options once you start looking at tier 3?
Yeah, so right now, the 3 on the team that have said that we're able to take on the extra the time and everything is myself, Chad Ostrowski, and Hans Apple. We felt that worked because it gave a wide variety of things that we all sort of, the three of us, are passionate about and excel at. And could have easily put Ray in there. There's a billion things that you could do personally, but she stepped up and took on both of those first two tiers, right? Like I said, alongside still teaching every day. And so we wanted to make sure that she didn't have that extra level there tacked on, but we felt that Chad and Hans and I allowed a broad range of like I said, like passions and specialties amongst the three of us that we could fill in for most. Now, if a discovery call comes and I'm thinking to myself, man, like this is like totally Ray Hewart, like I'm gonna have a conversation with Ray, right? Sure. Let's just be real, right? If I'm having a conversation, honestly, I haven't even talked to you about this, but if I'm having a conversation with someone, I'm like, this is Dave Schmittou, we're gonna have a conversation, right?
I can't imagine what that thing would be. So carry on.
But I mean,
hypothetically, yes.
Hypothetical here, right, Dave? So it's gonna be figuring that out, and we've talked with our team. Those who know us know that the majority of our team are full-time teachers, right? They've got a lot on their plate right now. They are doing a lot of stuff right now, and probably one of the most difficult and one of the most challenging years of their career ever. So in the future, I think that's going to open up a lot more and do that. I also in the future, as long as it's well received and people like it and things are going well, you're going to see additional advisor groups, additional cohorts focus on different things. As we go, so that some of those may start just in a couple months from now. They may wait until start of 2021 and go from there. So we're gonna when we do anything we do with the team, we always kind of come up with the idea based on listening, and then we kind of roll it out, and then we try and listen and figure out, okay, did we roll that out right? Did we do that right? Okay, what do we got to adjust? How do we fix it to be better? So to say it's going to look like this in 6 months is probably just not accurate at all. So.
No, I love the concept. Again, I feel like I'm just blowing smoke every single time I talk to you because you guys are always just presenting something that's so awesome and so needed. But coaching, there's a lot of places, a lot of schools, a lot of districts that offer coaches, and they offer instructional coaches or behavior coaches, whatever the case may be. But what I think differentiates right now with this model on so many levels, number one, it's relationship based and it's based off of you guys as people. But the level of transparency and vulnerability that's going to be available, when you work with people in your district and in your system, sometimes it's hard to just open up and say, here are my real needs, because it's that slippery slope between evaluation, judgment, labeling, yet authentic feedback. And you guys have no interest in this other than to help make people better at what they do and what they want. And there's no judgment, no evaluation, no labels. You have no professional authority over them other than I'm just here to grow you and help you and stand beside you. I think that's so cool.
And that's a lot of where it came from the team saying they individually want this type of thing and grow from this type of thing, because exactly the reason you just said, there is no, it's that separation, and it creates that safe space. And that's what we've seen, like in our administrative mastermind, it's become such a safe space for these folks. We wanted to create that type of stuff here as well. So that's really the meaning behind it. So Adam, appreciate your vote of confidence there, as well as Livia. So that's what it is. I mean, we're gonna be talking about it quite a bit this week. We've got some more lives. We got some more stuff coming out this week too. We've got a few things going on over the next 2 weeks that we're releasing and having some fun with. And we're excited about. Everything's over at Connected Coaching or teachbetter.com/connected coaching. You can see the different tiers and what's going on there. You can always reach out to us, obviously, with any questions, concerns, whatever clarifications that are needed, so we can get you the information. But like we said before, we've said a few times, like this is for any of you who are wanting to take that next level, the next step to be a little more connected to not just to the team, but also to the community that's going to be created within these different tiers. So, or like Dave said, if you just want to hang out with Ray Hewart a little bit more, feel free. So I'm excited about it. Like I said, I've actually already started work with a one-on-one client educator who's just phenomenal, and it's been so much fun. I have a second meeting with her today later on to see where she's at and some of the goals that we laid out, and I'm super excited for other people to get that because I know I have coaches of my own, and I know what I gained from that, so I get really excited if I have even an opportunity to either be that coach or help them find the right person to be that. So excited for everyone to jump on, excited to hear people's feedback and thoughts on it too, and make sure that we're continuing to improve and do the best we can for everyone else. So
no, it's exciting, man. This is exciting.
Awesome. Before we go, I want to make sure I'm going to throw up just so everyone is aware. You got to free PD still going on. That's not what I meant to click, but that's what I'm going to click. So we do have the free PD going. This ends on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, the 21st, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, this closes. This is something that we love doing every year. We do a couple times a year. Free PD, no strings attached. We cover everything. No travel costs, nothing like that. If we come to your school, otherwise we'll do it virtual. It's a free 60 to 90 minute session on anything that you think might help. You can apply whether you're a principal, a teacher, a coach, anything. It doesn't matter what your role is. You can apply for this. And you can apply whether it's for, and you can enter to win. I don't know why I say apply. It's not apply. It's enter to win is the reason, right? You can enter either your school or your district or both, and we're going to pick at least 10 that we're going to give away and do that. So that's over.
Hold on. You said 10?
10. Yeah.
Has it always been 10? Because that sounds like a huge number.
It's always ended up.
Or did you just throw that out right now?
No, it's always ended up more than 10. I'm trying to think. I think I want to say the first time we did it, we might have only done like 3 or 5. Actually, I think the first time we did this, we said we were going to do 3 to 5, and then we did 10.
That's crazy. Okay.
So now we stay 10.
Okay.
So it'll be at least 10.
Because you have all the time in the world, whatever.
Yeah, that's going on. And then I also want to mention Mastermind, so teachbetter.com/mastermind, led by the amazing Dave Schmittou. Every Tuesday, we have 2 options for you to go to. You can go to 9 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Time or both. We have a lot of people who'd like to go to both. Both groups are just becoming such a tight-knit families.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what I love about it is they're tight-knit, but they're also so welcoming to new folks. And we've seen that recently of some of our newer folks that have been in 1 or 2 really just already feeling that safe space, that ability to connect and have that support. So super excited about that. So make sure you check that out at teachbetter.com/mastermind. And Dave and I will be live again Wednesday for our brain break at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're giving stuff away. We don't know what we're giving away. We'll decide it the day of usually, but who knows? We find whatever we can find in our house and give it away. So we're excited about all that, but appreciate you guys checking in with us. Hope you check out Connected Coaching over at teachbetter.com/connected coaching, and keep reaching out and let us know how we can be better. Dave, awesome. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming on and hanging out, man.
Great way to start the day, man.
All right. Happy Monday, everybody.